today.
All right, thank you for making time. So how's election day going in Washington, D.C.?
It's fantastic. I mean, the turnout is just amazing. You see better turnout than we've ever had compared to past midterm elections. And so the excitement and the enthusiasm to take back the House of Representatives and the Senate for the Republicans is beyond exciting.
All right, so the midterms, Democrats are trying to cling to their majorities in Congress in the last 2 years of Biden's first term. Republicans are favorites to win control of the House, while the race for the Senate control is pretty tight. Some of the votes are starting to come in. Are you expecting any last-minute surprises from what's already priced in?
I know. I think the voters have spoken. Maybe I think that right now on the East Coast, some of their locations have closed down now. We're looking towards the West Coast now. So sa mga kababayan natin na nandito sa US na nasa West Coast, don't forget to turn out and vote. Vote matters right now. But yes, so we are we're not expecting any crazy surprises. We're just expecting to take back the House of Representatives because of our good quality candidates that are out all across the states that are fighting back against these liberal policies that have hurt Americans and Filipino Americans alike. So we're just looking forward to seeing the results come in the next day or so, or the next few days, and just making sure that the security of the ballots are secured, and hopefully we'll come out with a good victory here in vote chambers.
John, you talk about fighting back the liberal policies in the past years. Like what? What liberal policies, from your perspective, are hurting Filipino Americans here?
Yes, absolutely. So when we travel around the country and talk to our Filipino communities here, that's the thing that really strikes them out, right? It's the economic issues, inflation is hurting our families left and right here. If you think about our OFW families, when they come in here and they have to pinch those pennies already to make it last, when the cost of living is just rising, the cost of gas, the cost of daily goods, those are the issues that are really in the forefront of these voters' minds, of our kababayans' minds that are here. Because at the end of the day, they have to figure out how they can put food on the table, how can they put gas in their cars, and how can they send money back to the Philippines to help out their families as well. So these economical issues are right in the forefront of our kababayans' mindset. And I think a lot of them now are making the realizations that the policies that the Biden administration have shared over the past few years has just been horrible for them and for their pocketbooks. And now they're making the switch to the Republican Party, where we're going to fight all these inflations with positive capitalist policies that are led by a House majority and can control and counter some of these Biden policies by having a split government.
Are there specific... John, I'm very curious, are there specific Republican policies that you're looking at right now to help ease inflation? And let's not forget, inflation is everyone's headache today. Even here for Filipinos, we're all suffering it. But I do know that there is an impression, at least a perception, that majority of the inflation spike in the U.S. is a result of massive fiscal spending. That fiscal spending will be curtailed if Republicans win one chamber. So are there specific Republican policies that you think will help solve the problem for you?
Yeah, I think Speaker McCarthy has laid out those policies when it comes to commitment to America. And those are the things that are going to be the prioritized policies of the next House and the next Congress once it flips into the Republican side. And I think it's going to be a little bit more beneficial. We're going to see how those falls out because, there's a lot more committee assignments and all of that when that comes through. But I know that the Speaker's priority and the Republican Congress's priority is to find ways to really help the economical issues that is really hurting American and Filipino American families in our country today.
All right. And do you think, John, that this is a prelude to Trump's third presidential bid? And we know he's set to make a big announcement on November 15 at his Mar-a-Lago resort, and it's expected to be a launch for his 2024 presidential campaign.
Oh, maybe I don't want to get ahead of ourselves when it comes to that. We want to make sure that we win tonight. We win both chambers, and make sure that we find ways to control President Biden and this uncontrollable spending. And we make sure that, we ease the pockets and the lives of our American and Filipino American families across the U.S. right now. So that's what we're excited for, and that's what we're looking forward to. And whatever happens after that, we'll deal with that then. But right now, we got to make sure that we got to convince our Filipino voters that, you know, you got to come out and turn out and vote. This election matters for you and your family, even for your families back at home, right? A lot of that has chain reactions. So I just really encourage, and I'm really excited to see like the shift of the quality of the Filipino vote has just tremendously increased throughout the past few years, and we got to share with our kababayans that our vote matters, and we can be a block, and if we can do it, we just got to turn out and exercise our right.
Is there a unanimous, maybe a majority voice in the Phil-Am community there? Do you get a sense that majority of Filipino Americans there are Republicans or are what?
I think you know,
or split right down the middle?
You know, I'd like to say it's a little bit more mixed, right? You know, it's really hard to gauge our kababayans, but I can say that, you know, traditionally it's always been leaning Democrat, but we've seen the shift from 2016 to 2020 of just Asian voters in general moving to the Republican Party, you know, by 7%, when the third highest population within that Asian community behind the Chinese and the Indian community are the Filipinos, you know, so we got to make sure that our Filipinos turn out. There's over 4.2 million Filipino Americans in the United States, you know, and like states like, for example, in Nevada, where the highest APA group there are the Filipino Americans. So, you know, now there's a lot of races that are concentrating on the Filipino community and making sure that they earn their vote. And I think that's what the best thing that the Republican Party is doing, is we're going to these communities to earn the vote. We're not just going there just to pander and say, hey, we're here for the Filipinos. No, we're there to earn from the very beginning to the end by doing multiple types of engagement, from pop-up dinners to just trainings to just discussions, just to get them there and just to listen to them, right? And I think that's what is going to benefit us, because we've been doing this for a while now, and hopefully the results will pan out.
All right. All right. With Congress leadership at stake, I'm going to push a bit on this, John. Are there key measures or pending bills that you think are close to the hearts of Filipino American communities there, that are critical?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think the economical bills are in the forefront of issues, you know, because, you know, it's hard to just say what are the main issues for Filipino Americans. You can say that that matters a lot too, but at the end of the day, when they're trying to live their lives here, make sure they live every day, is those economical kitchen table issues that they need to focus on, so that they can bring some improvement to their family and to the well-being of their homes. So.
All right. On that note, John, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're going to stay awake, stay up to watch those initial results come in. Thank you so much for the time, and we're going to be watching with you.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat, and don't forget to vote.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, John. Now, a look now at the financial markets. Wall Street rides the election fever in the U.S., rallying for a third straight day.